We will be starting very soon. In the meantime, please feel
We will
free
be
to
starting
call
very
your
soon.
friends.
In the meantime,
Please feel
we
free
will be
to
starting
call
very
your
soon.
friends. We will be starting an intro talk very soon. In the meantime, please call your friends. Hello and welcome to the introduction talk of Information Management Group IMG. I'm sure you guys must have heard about IMG and have even interacted with some of our products and applications, be it through Channel I or the IITR's website. We like to be known for our work. In today's talk, we will be talking about who we are, our work, our beautiful lab, our culture and values. We hope that this will give you a glimpse of what it is like to be in IMG. So, let's get started. My name is Mihir.
I'm Somil.
I'm Rochak.
And I am Rinal. Today we will be your host for the IMG Intro Talk. So, who are we? We are a group of technological wizards who strive to simplify your journey through IITR. IMG started out as a small crew of like minded programmers in 2001 in charge of the IIT Roorkee website. It has since grown into a team of over 50 students and even a larger alumni network. Our home is a lab in the Institute Computer Center filled with intriguing tech from powerful GPUs to VR headsets and everything in between. These logos might not mean much to you right now, but they are going to become an essential part of your life in a few years. Want to try and guess what these logos represent? You can leave your answers in the chat. Okay, you guys guessed it right. We have software development, AR/VR, GitHub, information security, mobile app development, machine learning, AI, design, and time complexity. Although the forte of IMG is web development, our members possess a diverse set of skills. We foster an open source culture, excel at mobile app development, information security, and design. We also dabble at AR/VR, artificial intelligence, and game development. So, what we do? We develop innovative technology for the students and faculty of our institute. From a slam book that is used once a year to a placement app that is used seasonally and a notice board that is used every single day. We take pride in finding new ways to assist our peers. At IMG, we strive to lead in the invention, development, and maintenance of advanced information technologies, including computer systems, software, and database systems. We translate these advanced technologies into value for IIT Roorkee through our professional solutions. So, in short, we put the technology in the Indian Institute of Technology.
Now, let me walk you through the process we follow while crafting each one of our projects. It's not just one person's effort, but the team's work and the coordination that result into wonders. Our work majorly revolve around identifying, ideating, and drafting the solution for campus janta, be it students like us, professors, and even the residents. The first three steps comprises of design, which are further followed by three steps of development. Before jumping each step into detail, let us discuss what exactly design is. So, what do you guys think about the term design? Is it just about drawing and painting, using fancy colors, NFT nowadays? But in reality, design is much deeper than just color and art. Well, according to me, design is something which is similar to orchestrating the stage for a play, where the actions by the actors are supported and governed by stage and the props. The actors in our case are the users of the product. It is like setting up the whole experience from entrance to the completion. where without the stage, the play won't be a play anymore. Similarly, without good design, any interaction, be it with the physical product or any digital product, would be very difficult to deal with. Forte of IMG is into product design, where we majorly focus on user interface and the user experience. And just for a fun, let us take a problem that we face in our daily life. So, we have two shapes of cookies for a certain cup. The circular cookie that looks really aesthetic with those smooth edges and details over the surface, while the other rectangular cookie seems very simple and basic. But if we think about the interaction between the cookie and the cup, dipping the circular cookie would be quite troublesome, while it would be really easy for the rectangle cookie. So, in nutshell, the logic, usability, and the eventual goal is often defined by the UX, and the aesthetic and the surface part can be known as UI. Now, let's discuss each step in brief, how we move forward for each product we make. It all begins with understanding and empathizing the users and their problems, which is further followed by digging deeper into the problem, the cause of it, and finally deciding the scope that we are going to solve for. Next, we brainstorm various ideas for solution to the problem. We research our users, what are their behavior activities, which help us to take initial assumptions that would act as foundation for the project. We follow this up with extensive research, understanding the shortcomings of the device solution, and have privilege of making changes at very early stage if needed. Once we have ideated and decided our final solutions, we move forward with basic skeleton of the product. It includes the features we are planning to give, be it the configuration of the layout, the basic typology, the color scheme, the branding, which as whole constitute the final screens that users are going to use their hands on. But is it it? Do we stop here? Well, the answer is no. The journey has only begun. Next, the final step of design phase is prototyping, which help us to enhance the user interface before finally sending this design to the development phase. Now, the real fun begins when things seems more close to the functioning stage. Developers constantly add their inputs regarding the feasibility of the design and accordingly decide the overall app architecture and set up the database. While the backend, which is generally comprises of the development part, which could not be seen by the users, but actually is the whole backbone of the project. Then comes the front end part, which is actually the surface of the screens the user use and can see. And finally would interact to complete any action within the application, where we use most cutting and edge technology for a fluent experience by everyone. Now comes the most arguably important part of the cycle, that is the testing phase. We go through a constant and rigorous testing process for every project within the IMG, where we all participate in and list the bugs. We even have an internal application dedicated for reporting the bugs. Guess what we call it? Yep, pesticide. Finally, people say that success is the journey, not the destination. But finally, seeing your efforts blooming and people around you using the app in their daily life give us an inexpressible feeling of joy and pride. But we don't stop here. We take further feedback from thousands of our users, iterate on our solution according to their needs, and even if situation calls, we revamp the whole app many times. And this was the process we follow to make single work of our work.
Now that we have seen how we do our work, let us talk about our projects, the work itself. The work we at IMG do impacts the life of thousands of people on the campus and those attending virtually as well. So, you ready? There. Don't be overwhelmed. But this is just a glimpse of our never ending list of projects. But is that it? Of course not. Those are just the projects that we could fit on one screen. So, I guess it would be better if we delve a bit deeper into some of our most essential projects. IMG has built a plethora of applications and services which fall under a vast technical spectrum, from the official IIT Roorkee website to the CMS, which enables the different authorities to create their own pages, from the much essential Channel I to the different web, Android, and iOS applications. We have built it all. Our mobile applications cater to the ever increasing mobile first segment of digital traffic. So, now let's go through the major projects one by one. First and foremost, let's talk about IIT Roorkee's official website. Through the ages, it has been developed, maintained, and updated by IMG using the most cutting edge technologies of the time. Even though we at IMG are always looking for new and innovative solutions for the present and the future, we still have great respect for our past. And why shouldn't we? The work that IMGNs do has been impacting the lives of thousands of people since its inception. It is rightly said, if you don't know where you're coming from, how will you know where you are going? Ever since our college was converted into an IIT in 2001, IMG has been in existence. Yes, that means IMG is more than 20 years old now. The very first batch of IMGNs took it upon themselves to develop our institute's new and much tech forward website. Now, this is the very first version of the IIT Roorkee's website. It was developed by the first batch of IMG members shortly after IITR came into this existence. This marked the beginning of the journey of IMG. The website was revamped regularly, both by design and structure, using the most up to date design ideologies and technological frameworks of the time. This version, what you are seeing on the screen, is a website which was launched way back in 2004. This iteration was launched in 2005, back when netbooks were all the rage. This one was launched in 2008. What you are seeing now on the screen is the previous version of the IITR's website. It was launched in 2014 and has had minor updates till the last year. Now, this is the current and the newly revamped IITR website. It was launched recently on Independence Day of this year. The new IITR website has a clean and modern design and is being built using the newly developed CMS 3.0. The new website is fully mobile responsive since majority of the traffic comes from mobile devices these days. You might be pleased to know that IITR is the only IIT whose website and the entire technological backbone is developed and actively maintained by a student group, which is us, IMG. So, if you want to leave your mark in the Institute's digital legacy and its rich e history, IMG is the place for you. The IITR website consists of a very large number of pages, which include pages like No IITR, faculty profiles, departmental pages, pages for course structures, academic, administrative sections, etc. Here's a quick question. Can you guess the total number of pages in IITR's website? You can leave your answers in the chat. Just for a quick hint, it's actually bigger than you think it is. And that's what she said. So, any guesses? We are seeing quite a lot of answers in the chat, but none of them come close to the actual answer. Well, in reality, there are about 10,000 pages in our college's website. Yes, you heard that right. It's 10,000. That's huge, right? But how? Can you even imagine? How can so many web pages be developed? Surely not all of them can be coded manually, right? For this, we rely on the CMS. Can you guess what CMS stands for? Again, you can leave your answers in the chat.
Quite a few of you have guessed it correctly. It is time to talk about CMS, the Content Management System. Content Management System is an interface for managing, updating, and publishing content on the IIT Roorkee's official website. CMS simplifies the process of updating the content on the official website of IIT Roorkee, which consists of more than 10,000 pages in itself. Yeah, you heard it right. Thanks to CMS, Authorities like faculty, departments, centers, and academic sections can create their web pages without writing even a single line of code. In short, it's a no-code static page generator similar to Wix or WordPress. Yeah, we made our own WordPress.
Now let us move on to Omniport. I'm sure you would be aware of what Omniport is by now. If not, have you used Channel I yet? Now let us delve deeper into magic which is called Omniport. Omniport is a portal for educational institutes designed from the ground up to be extensible, customizable, performant, and powerful. Any educational institution can set up their own portal using Omniport, much like our very own Channel I. To know more, let us watch a quick video on Omniport. I hope you found that video quite thrilling and quenched your curiosity regarding Omniport.
Omniport comes with a wide array of niche and super useful applications and services. This we call the Omniport suite of applications. They all cater to different and essential technological needs of the campus janta. The Omniport suite of apps is IITR's customized and in-house developed solutions which have a direct impact on the life of the of the campus janta. It is a complete alternative to the Google suite and it's even more suitable to the needs of the IITR residents. Now, let us look at some of the essential channel applications in brief. First up is Notice Board. The name of this app is pretty self-explanatory. It is a digital notice board where the institute officials can upload notices to be viewed by all of IITR. Through Notice Board, you can read all official notices, filter them by source, date, time, and even bookmark the important ones. Its Android application is available on the Google Play Store. Next up is R Drive. R Drive is IITR's in-house digital storage solution. You might be pleased to know that every student in IITR has 5 gigabytes of space reserved in the R Cloud. You can even ask for more storage if required. R Drive serves as a platform for the administration and students to store and share their files and folders with each other. Its Android app, developed by MDG IITR, is also available on the Google Play Store. Next up is Student Homepage. Through SHP, you can create your own portfolio. You can show off your achievements, skills, and interest on your own web page. You can even publish your page on the official IITR website for the world to see. Through this, you can share your own portfolio with your friends and family. Next up is placement and internship. Through this app, you can create your resume, apply to companies, and even view the results of the placement and internship seasons, all in one place. This app is your senior's favorite. This is one of our most used applications. During the placement season, it gets 1.2 plus lakh visits every single day. Its Android app is also available on the Google Play Store. Next up is Forminator. Forminator lets the faculty create forms for students and faculty. It lets you create forms using custom and pre-filled data fields for data like students' bhavan, semester, department, etc. Now, no need to fill redundant fields like your semester, bhavan, department, gender, etc. They get filled automatically. Next up is Slambook. Slambook is a place for the final year students to send and receive virtual slams and memories in the form of photos and text. You can write slams and send memories to your beloved seniors, and your seniors can even invite you to fill their slams. Next up is JE Dashboard. Your interaction with IMG and our products might have even begun before you entered IITR. The JE Dashboard is a dashboard for past year IITs and NITs opening and closing ranks. It helps aspirants make an optimal decision for choice filling rounds based on their rank in the JEE. You can visit the JEE dashboard at cutoffs.iitr.ac.in.
Now let us talk about Omniport OAuth, a multitude of applications developed by IMG and other groups and authorities depend on OAuth for logging the user and getting their data. OAuth, short for Open Auth, is a way to get access to protected data from an application. It is safer and more secure than asking users to log in with password. You might have already come across and even used OAuth before. For example, while signing up for Quora, instead of entering your email address and setting up a new password, you can just sign up using your Google account. Your password is safe within the confinements of Google system, and relevant data is only given to Quora only after you allow it. Similarly, you can set up any app to use your Channel account for login. The best part is that you can do it in just a few steps. Head on to bit.ly/omniport-oauth to know more. As a user of the app, you have to follow three simple steps. First, you come across a button which lets you log in using Channel I. Second, you are shown the data points requested by the third party application and you can choose to allow it or deny it. As the final step, once you allow, you are taken back to the external application and voila, you have logged in using Channel I. Like we said before, anyone can create an application using OAuth, the slot booking portal for when you will be called back to the campus, the e-certificates portal, the wellness center counseling portal, and the IIT Roorkee Moodle are some applications developed by others in the campus that heavily rely on Channel I OAuth.
We have talked about who we are, what we do, how we achieved it. But enough about the work, I guess. As we have a lot of work to do, but is that all we do? Obviously not. I was most excited about this part because at IMG we always abide by our mantra, that is, work hard and party harder. These are some of the glimpses of our well equipped lab, also known as our home at campus. Most of us spend more time in our lab than at our hostels. A typical IMGN spends around 80% of their college life in IMG lab. It has everything that you can ever need, be it the edge technology, stuff to play, books to read, or even our sweet family.
We at IMG have been resilient throughout the lockdown due to COVID. However, we did not allow this distance from separating us to our IMG family and to degrade our culture. Despite the COVID lockdown, we still conducted the movie nights, gaming session, friendship day chapos to beat the lockdown boredom and the online semester stress. Now, talking about our family at IMG, we love our seniors. But this year, we were not able to conduct the farewell and the chapos in person. But how could we let our beloved seniors let go without a proper goodbye? We did the best we could online and tried to keep us as close as possible. Here's a glimpse of our farewell where our beloved seniors are dressed up as characters assigned to them.
After a long break of around 1.5 years, when we were back at campus, we all got to meet each other. It was no less than a celebration, with having dance chapos, placement chapos, movie nights in last couple of days, and definitely many more to come soon. Here are some of the glimpses to one of our rituals, that is the early morning walk to Solani Park in Roorkee. Look at those faces. They look amazing, right? We go on memorable trips to breathtaking places. where we get to know each other even more. And let me tell you something, you are definitely going to love this experience if you are part of IMG. And just to flex, we have visited places like Jaipur, McLeodganj, Dharamshala, Nainital, Shimla, and basically there is no end to it.
IMG loves open source. Most of our projects are open source and we welcome any enthusiasts to contribute to our projects. Now, let's have a quick look at what open source is. Open source projects are those which are built with the collective efforts of the community. The code for open source software is freely available to everyone, which allows one to modify the code according to their own needs. Open software is stable, secure, and free. Now, how is that related to Omniport? Actually, the crux of Omniport is open source. All the dependencies and tech used are openly available, and any institution can set up their own channel I using Omniport. You can read more about Omniport on the Omniport documentation website and can even see its code yourself on GitHub using the following links on the screen. Now let's talk about the selections in open source programs. IMGNs have contributed to various open source programs over the years. In the last 4 years, over 50 IMGNs have been selected in Google Summer of Code program. We participate in other open source programs like the Linux Foundation Community Bridge, Outreachy, etc. as well. IMGNs have achieved great success in not only the corporate world but also the research world. We have bagged internship offers in some of the top companies, as you can see in the pool of logos here.
We are honored and privileged to have such a wide alumni network, or as we love to call them, our emeritus coordinators. We always stay connected with them, and they really are the most loving and caring seniors one can have. IMG alums have made deep and far reaching contributions in the technological, management, as well as the social world. They have been placed in some of the best companies all over the world, like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Adobe, Oracle, etc. Our alumni are all also prominent in research and higher studies. They have gone to the world's top universities and colleges like University of California, University of Texas, Duke University, University of Paris, KTH Sweden, etc. And some of them have pursued their own ideas and have founded amazing startups like CloudX Lab, Furball, Codingle, HackerEarth, Pybit.ai, and Airblack. Now, enough about us. It is time to see how good you guys are. So, let us play a short quiz to test your technical knowledge. Shall we? Let us start with a simple question. Who is this man? Here is a quick hint. This guy is related to the following company. You guys guessed it right. He is Parag Agarwal, the newly appointed CEO of Twitter. Moving on to the next question. Can you guys identify these logos? Let us see who can guess the most. I guess you guys have guessed it right. We have Arc Linux, Git, Ubuntu, HTML5, MySQL, and Ruby. Let us see if you can guess who this legendary computer scientist is. Here is a quick hint. He is related with the following company. Sorry, language. Okay, you guys have guessed it. He is Björn Strautstrup, the creator of C++.
Let's play with your brain's creativity for now. Baskin Robbins is an ice cream brand. Its outlets are all across the world. So here, can you guys guess what is the hidden meaning behind this logo? Don't try to look logo as whole. Rather try to concentrate what are the different elements from other elements in this logo. We are getting 1312 as majority, but it is not what you are expecting. But it is something into it. Okay. So some of you has guessed it right. The Baskin Robbins offers 31 flavors of ice cream, which they decided to keep in their logo as well. Now moving to the next logo. Okay. So Northwest Airlines, well, there is no need to explain what it does. So can anyone guess the hidden meaning behind this logo? Well, the logo is forming the Northwest Airlines initials, that is N and W. But this is not it. There is still something else in the logo. If you focus on the circle and the arrow pointer behind the N or W, it is signifying a compass where it is pointing towards the northwest direction, which is literally denoting the Northwest Airlines. Now, moving to the next quiz. Okay, so it's a rather easy one. So it is a logo of Beats. A Beats is a company that makes headphone. Can you find the hidden meaning behind this logo? Well, many of you have guessed it right. Actually, there is a headphone hidden on the circle that is representing the person wearing it.
Moving on to the next question. Identify the oldest programming language among the following options. I see a lot of different answers, with majority coming as Visual Basic. You will be surprised to know that Python is the oldest programming among the given languages. It was released in 1991, followed by Visual Basic in 1991, 3 months after Python. then Ruby, and then at last Java in 1995. Now let us play two truths and one lie. Here you are given three statements, out of which two are true and one is a lie. You have to identify which statements are which. Time for the moment of truth. The first two statements were true and the last was a lie. It is probably a misconception among most of you that since IMG is a tech group, we are majorly from CSE. But in fact, only a fraction of us are from CSE. We do not hold a bias against branch, gender, or campus group.
So, what now? We will be conducting a series of workshops in this semester to get you acquainted with the realm of web development and design. These workshops will kickstart your design and development journey and are very fun and enjoyable. Details regarding these upcoming workshops will be shared very soon, so stay vigilant. Here are our social media handles. You can find them in the description as well. Follow us online for more information. We'll be publishing more info about the workshops on our Facebook page and also the Newbie Developer Starter Kit as well. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also join our community Discord server. Here is where you can find us. We are always open to answering your queries, and you can hit us up at any time through our mail or our social media websites. We are always up in our lab, which is located in ICC. Thank you loads for attending our intro talk. We hoped you enjoyed the show. You all have been a wonderful audience. Please feel free to share any queries and ask any question that you have at this moment on the live feed. Regarding the recruitments, we'll let you know very soon. Stay vigilant and keep following us on social media websites. Well, the links to our workshops will be provided on our social media websites and also will be emailed to you. We will be discussing about the intro talks, about the recruitment talks, and the workshops very soon on our social medias. So keep following us for more updates. Regarding the prerequisites, there are actually no prerequisites for the recruitment. The workshop which you attend will be enough for it. For more queries at any time of the day, you can join a Discord server, the link of which is pinned in the live chat.